Well, hello my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm actually building a house using a floor plan. So I have done this previously on my channel quite a bit of months back or so, I don't know. I will leave that house build in the iCard as well as in the description down below. But basically, it's what it is. It's me using a pre-made floor plan that I found on the internet, just using that to build a house in The Sims 4. So I will go ahead and show you the floor plan here. This is just a quick little mashup of it. It's on a website and everything. I will also leave a link down below to that website, and you can actually see the reference image of like the style and the, you know, I guess the front and the back of the house. But basically I am building a modern farmhouse, and yeah, I'll get into it in a second, but I did use custom content to build with this. It wasn't like custom content everywhere, but I just used content by Harry and Felixander. It's their website. I will leave a link in the description down below. It's a great website because everything is so well laid out and beautiful and easy to find, and it's just like, perfect. It's the House of Harlix. But anyways, this is a modern farmhouse. And I'm just gonna put my 2 cents in about modern farmhouse design. Let me tell you, I'm not gonna stand here and say that I hate it and think it's the worst thing in the world. It truly isn't, but I'm not necessarily a fan of it. Let's be honest. Modern farmhouse design, it's very much mass produced, and I kind of understand its reasoning and its origins because, you know, here in America, there's a lot of things that we don't really have, that like, we don't have like a ton of like historic buildings because, you know, our, you know, previous generations, of course, were the indigenous peoples, and you know, they didn't exactly, I mean, they do, but they weren't, you know, what's the word, cherished because, you know, colonialism. But I won't get into that today because it's not exactly my place to speak about it because I'm not as well informed. But I will tell you, I understand the origins of modern farmhouse design. I'm not particularly a fan of it because it is very mass produced. It's very, it can be very bland. I'm not saying every single person that has a modern farmhouse design-esque house, you know, has a home that is bland and lifeless, because that's not true. Some people probably do a really good job at making it very nice and lovely and all that good stuff. But for me personally, especially when it's building in The Sims 4, I have such a hard time capturing it. And I will say, the interior is not my best work. It looks really good, I would say, but it's not my best work. It's not something I'm super happy with. But I will say, I absolutely love this house, like structurally and floor plan wise, and I really enjoyed like the landscaping and just all that good stuff. And I will say I did make a few adjustments because obviously real life translated into The Sims is not going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So there is obviously a few things with this house that are slightly different from the actual floor plan, but that's not really the point, I would say, because at the end of the day, I think using a pre-made floor plan is actually a really great way to get into building, to get back into building, to, you know, build something that, you know, you might have not built before, or even just to kind of challenge yourself to build something in a different way. Because I know for me, floor plans are kind of chaotic because for me personally, I find myself just kind of going with the flow, seeing what works. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. But at the end of the day, my floor plans are probably not exactly realistic, as is most floor plans in The Sims aren't, because, you know, The Sims 4, you know, it's a video game. It's not supposed to be realistic, so that's fine. But yeah, this is just a really interesting house though, because there is a few things that I wouldn't have done if I was just building this on my own. Like for example, there is this like double, like, what's the word? It's not double tall. I don't know what the word is called exactly, but it's just like the living room has like a really high ceiling because there is this like section cut out where the bedroom is. Like the master bedroom has this little balcony that like looks down into the living room. It's kind of amazing. I really like that. Personally, I wouldn't want that because those windows would be a pain to clean, but at least it looks really cool. And I'm a big fan of it, honestly. I think it looks really cool with like the, you know, the chimney there and those modern windows. The windows and the like, I think just the windows are from like Eco Lifestyle and Snowy Escape. Those two windows worked really, really well together. And then I will say the backyard is definitely not accurate to the pictures on that website where I got the floor plan from, because personally I thought it was just kind of, it looked fine as a real house, but for The Sims, it wouldn't really translate very well. So I was like, I'm just going to kind of go with something that just I come up with off the top of my head, if that makes sense. So I did see in a build recently, which I will say, Harry uploaded a video recently, a speed build, which I'm very excited about. I watched it, of course, but she did this really cool thing with this base game like debug fence piece thing that you can get from the show Live Edit Objects, and she like merged it with a like wall. It was like, you know, one of those fences that's like a wall. But I decided to go with a more modern twist with that idea. It was a really good idea. And yeah, it looked really good here, honestly. I kind of liked it because I did see in the actual house itself somewhere, maybe I didn't, I'm not sure. Maybe I saw it in another reference, but basically they used a similar kind of fence like that. And I was like, ooh, I want to like try something with that. So, but of course there is also going to be a garage in this build. I did put a fake car in there, obviously, because, you know, I just wanted the vibes there, but I really liked it. I thought it was a cute little touch. I try not to put garages in my builds all the time, but for some reason it just adds a nice little bit of realism, you know, even though they're facades and the cars aren't real, which I'm fine with, I guess. I'm not really sure. I just feel like if we ever did get cars, I would want them to be like the Sims 2 cars, because those just made sense for the kind of format the worlds were. But yes, you can see the structure of the house is pretty much complete. I'm just going in with the wallpapers, like the brick and the stone. I actually was struggling for a bit because I was like, well, the house is brick. Do I want to do brick or siding? And there's this one particular siding that is in the base game that I honestly could have went with, but I'm really happy that I went with this brick. It's from, I believe it's also from the base game as well. It's that one that was patched in a couple years ago. Maybe it was less than that, I don't know. But yeah, I really liked how it looked. And then I noticed that this door just didn't really match the windows and such. So I just used some of these like debug fence posts that were black and then a shelf to kind of give it some trim, and it kind of worked. Cause like, I don't know, I just felt like it stuck out a bit compared to the windows and everything. Everything just had that black accent, and I thought this would be a nice way of tying it in. And it took me a bit to kind of figure it out, but yeah, I liked it. It was a nice little touch, nice little way of doing it. But I will say, this build, using a floor plan like this, using references, it was a really good way to get back into building, because to be honest, I've been building a lot of tiny homes, a lot of apartments, stuff like that. And you know, getting into like an actual build was like the goal for me in this little thing of mine, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm out of practice. I haven't done a lot of voiceovers lately, but anyways, I just really enjoyed doing this because it forced me to do things differently. And so like, I had there's these little like tree boxes that were next to like the stairs that led up to the house, and I would have never done that personally, but I love this idea. I believe that is from like the tree itself is from Eco Lifestyle. It's actually like, it's basically that concept, except it's in its own little crate thingy, but I just put it in these half walls to kind of make it more modern and sleek, and it looks so good. I don't know, I love this concept. I'm definitely going to try it out again with some different like ideas. But that's the cool thing about doing these, is that you get to like kind of pick up on little building styles and little motifs and accents and stuff like that that you normally wouldn't do, and you can actually take those and put them in your own builds in the future. So definitely recommend doing this. My biggest tip for finding floor plans is honestly just go to Pinterest. Pinterest has a really good search engine, and you can actually just type in, you know, modern house floor plan, and you'll get so many like good pins and stuff, because I feel like on Google Images, they just kind of give you everything that has modern farmhouse plan or modern house plan in its text. But Pinterest, it's more, it's a search engine, it's an algorithm, but it's also people pinning things to their boards. So you have a better chance of finding things, I believe. I've been using it for years and years, ever since, even before YouTube. I remember back in high school, I created my Pinterest account, which is actually bizarre to think about, that I've had that Pinterest account longer than pretty much the majority of my social media. It's crazy, but I don't know, it's a very useful tool for finding references for building, for drawing, anything that you're looking for in your creative path. I think it's a really good little tool. But yeah, here I am working on a little bit more landscaping, and I really like the landscaping in this build. I just kind of guessed it, because at the end of the day, landscaping, you just kind of gotta start somewhere and make it look unintentional but intentional. I don't know how to word it necessarily, but there's not really a process. It's not like you start here and then you end here. It's just like you just put things down, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then delete it, put another thing. That's just how it is with landscaping. I had no idea what I was doing with it, but I really enjoyed the outcome, to be honest. I just put some, you know, mixtures of bushes and vines and just a lot of variety. And I feel like that's a really important thing, is variety, but make it make sense at the same time. Like, don't put like every single flower that exists in the game, but just do like a small section of them. Like, you know, like if you're gonna put a flower bush in one spot, put it in a few other spots too, to kind of make some cohesion. That's probably the best bet. Same with like bushes and stuff. I also used these like little planters from Cats and Dogs, and they're like just some like tulips, I think, in these like barrels or buckets, wooden barrels. I'm not sure, they're probably wooden barrels. Super cute. I really like those. I have never really gotten the chance to use them, because I feel like they're more of an outdoor planter, not really an indoor thing. So I don't know, it was a nice little thing to play around with. But here is the backyard area, and it's actually kind of cool. I did this because since I didn't want the deck, like the patio deck area, to be super high up, I used terrain manipulation to kind of add a second little, I guess, level of ground there, just so that there could be a little bit of, you know, variety in like levels, and just, you know, keep it looking a little bit less flat, I guess you could say. So I just added a bunch of landscaping onto that, and I think it looks really great. Honestly, I'm proud of myself. I'm just saying it looks good because I'm like in shock. I'm like, what? You did this, Luke? Wow. Impressed. Because I don't know, I don't really have a lot of experience building larger homes. I'm putting in air quotes larger homes, because for me this is gigantic. This is huge, because it is. But you know, I'm so used to building tiny homes and apartments and small to medium sized at most. But this is like a larger family home for me personally. I do see people like Harry and Kate Emerald and Mr. Olkin, like all sorts of those builders that are absolutely incredible. They build these gigantic homes, and I'm like, how? Like, how do they do that? Like, how can you sit there and focus on that for longer than an hour at a time? Because for me, I'm like, wow, I can't do that. But I will say, with this build, it's definitely gotten me kind of, I don't know, it's kind of getting me into wanting to do bigger builds, which is bizarre, I know, right? Me do big builds. I really liked this one. It was so much fun. I will say there's a few things about it that I was like, does this look good? I don't know, but at the end of the day, I still had a lot of fun building it, and I think that's really what matters, is just having fun building something that looks good. And I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's really awesome. I think it's one of those homes that you could also renovate too, and you can change the style up a bit, because it is a pretty basic shape at the end of the day. Like, it's overall like a very common suburban, I don't want to say very common because it's not that common, but the shape itself is a common suburban shape here in America at least. I will say though that the style is not exactly normal because it does look kind of posh, a little bougie, I would say. At least in my experience, I feel like people that live here, they would definitely, they would definitely have a lot of, not overly expensive, but they would have some more expensive stuff. They would have some Jardane around. I know. I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to be mean, and I don't want to be rude to the person who created that brand. But I genuinely dislike Jardane with all of my heart and soul because it's so boring. I don't know. It just doesn't have any character to me, but that's just my opinion. I'm sorry. If you like Jardane, it's okay. I'm not insulting you. You can like what you like. I just don't like it. It's not for me. It's not for me because I guess I don't know. It's just not for me. I'm super high energy today. I had coffee and I'm actually like getting out of a little slump with my, I don't want to say depression because I don't know if it's my depression. I have a vitamin D deficiency. So I skipped a few days of taking my vitamin D supplements and I was a zombie. But now I'm like, yes, I'm back on it. I'm here. I'm queer. I'm ready. I'm very energetic right now and I'm probably going to burn out in like 30 minutes, but that's fine. I'm at least getting this video done, so that makes me feel better. But here I am starting to do the furnishing, and so I didn't use like a ton of custom content, but I did use a few pieces here and there. For example, the chairs here on this back deck at the dining table, as well as that little plant thing that went on it. Those are custom content pieces. Pretty much all the CC that I used is from House of Harlix, which is Harry and Felixander, as well as the Pufferhead stuff pack. There was like a few pieces I used from one of the kids' rooms for that, but that's all the CC I have in my game, period. Like, it's just content by them. I absolutely love them. Like, Harry and Felixander's CC is the type of custom content that just like fits so perfectly into this game. They're literal masters. I adore their content. It's amazing. And I will say, I've had a few people comment that I'm saying Felixander's name wrong. I'm pretty sure, I'm like certain that I'm saying it correctly, at least I'm hoping, because I watch Harry's videos and she says Felixander, and they're colleagues basically, so I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly. Well, I mean, I would say do correct me if I'm wrong, but like, yeah, I that's just me. That's what I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, here I am starting the interior. I didn't go crazy with decor because I knew if I did, the game would lag on me. Not for me necessarily, but maybe for other people. But it would also just be overwhelming for me because that's something I've learned, is that if I'm furnishing a bigger house, I need to kind of cut back on the decor because I will burn myself out. I will get bored. I will get, I'll be over it in like one room, because if I'm fully decorated in one room, I'm like, ugh, I have to do the next one now. This way I've just kind of breezed through it a little bit easier, and it was just overall a much better experience for me. Also, look at this table. This table is so cool. It's definitely like that vibe of a modern farmhouse where there's like a table and like one side has a bench on it, the other side has the chairs. I think it's really cute personally. I do think in this style of build it's very like typical, but I love it. It's so good. And these curtains, these curtains are from, okay, so Harry and Felixander actually released a new set recently. It's the Orjanic set. Oh, there's a part 1 and part 2. There's like the exterior items, I think, right? And then the interior items, I'm pretty sure, yes. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I love it so much. It fits in well with the modern farmhouse design style, but it's also really good for like cottages. It's amazing. I'm so excited to use it more. So yeah, I've been getting back into using CC again, and it's just been a lot of fun. But wow, I am only about 20 minutes into this video, 19 actually. Wow, this was a long build for me. I'm not used to having videos this long, but yeah, here I am moving on to the living room. And the living room, I used a nice sectional from the Dream Home Decorator pack. I thought that was perfect. Make it have a lot of space, I would say for all the Sims that live here. And this TV is actually really cool. It looks like a picture frame, like a picture in a frame, but that's actually a TV, the thing that's above the fireplace. Personally, I kind of wish I would have used a different fireplace. I feel like it looks tiny compared to that TV, and I feel like the proportion just doesn't look right. Maybe I would have put something a bit more sleek next time. Yeah, that's my critique. But I will say I love this TV so much. I think it's, oh wait, no, I switched to this. Never mind. Oh yeah, I switched to this and like it way more. But yeah, this TV is so cool because it's like a picture, but it actually works as a TV. Like when your Sims start watching it, that goes away and it's just a TV. It's amazing. I think that's so cool. I don't know, like, that's something that I've never seen in The Sims 4 before, and it's from Harry and Felixandre. I forget which set, but it's so cool. I'm pretty sure it might be from the living room set that they did. I'm not entirely sure, but this is the only room that I would say got a lot of like decor in a specific spot. These little cabinets placed next to the fireplaces here. I actually have a mod that just adds more slots to EA's, I guess like slot thing. What, I don't really know how you would say it, but like the setup of the slots on the cabinets as well as the like the countertops, because there is no slots on the cabinets, of course. This mod just adds slots. It doesn't actually flag it as CC either, but also the cabinets counters, I don't know what I'm saying. The counters get more slots. You know, I'll just leave it in the description down below and y'all can read it there. But I'm finding that I don't need to over explain everything. I just need to just put it in the description and y'all know more than me. So yeah, this mod just adds the slots on top of the cabinets, and I used that to add some clutter there, and I thought it looked pretty cute. I personally think I should have taken that amount of decor and kind of spread it throughout the house to add more life to it, but I was getting overwhelmed with how much I had to furnish, so I tried to keep it fairly at a bare minimum. I love this bookcase. Oh my god, I also think it's from the living room set by Harry and Felixandre. It's so beautiful. It's like, it fits in with so many different styles. It's very modern, but it's also rustic. It's the wood tones. It's just, ooh, I love it. Also, the interior doors and those beams and the columns, all that is from the Orjanic set by Harry and Felixandre. Oh my god, it's stunning. These items can be used because they're supposed to be kind of like, not really add-ons, but they're supposed to be kind of inspired and, you know, used with cottage living. But I think you can use it with any style. Like this, for example, the Modern Farmhouse, it's perfect for this, but yeah, just looks good. I just wanted to say that. It's really cool. But anyways, after that long-winded nonsense that it was for me, yeah, this was a fun build. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely something of me stepping outside of my comfort zone, and I had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot too, which was surprising, because I feel like, for me at least, I feel like I've built so much in The Sims that there's nothing new for me, but this was definitely totally new for me, so I was totally wrong in that regard. But yeah, it was nice doing something different. But anyways, after that, how are you all? I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and you know, drinking some water. Here's your water reminder. I should have done it earlier in the video, but yeah, here's your water reminder. I am, yeah, just having a day where I'm just having a good day, I guess. I, you know, had a few days where I felt kind of gross and like a zombie, but today is a good day. I feel energized. I feel empowered. I'm here. I have been taking some time off from work also. I took a few days. Well, I didn't take a few days. I just had a few days off from work, but I had a few days off, and it was just, I don't know, it's been a good little week of just recuperating and just getting back into the swing of things, and I'm really enjoying making content again. I'm also really enjoying playing The Sims again. So I actually am playing a Sims 4 Legacy Challenge. It's actually a Lepacy Challenge. I will leave a link in the description if I can remember all these links. I really hope I can remember all these links. But yes, I am playing that, and it's so much fun because basically each generation is kind of based around a specific pack. It's not every single pack, but it's like every single pack, sort of, at least packs with like a majority of gameplay, I would say. And I just started Generation 2. She just found her a boyfriend, thankfully. So the two of them are probably going to get married and then have a child pretty soon, because that's the point of the challenge. And yeah, it's really fun. My two Sims, the starter Sim that I made, he married Don Lothario and they had a daughter together, but it's just sad because they're elders now. And I'm like, no, I don't want y'all to die, get attached. I rarely have Sims die in The Sims 4 because I'm so used to playing on long lifespan that it feels like forever, honestly. Like, it feels like an eternity of playing. It's so long. But then there's the normal lifespan, which is, I feel like, a good middle ground, but I wish there was just like a few more days added. I wish it was like The Sims 3, to be perfectly honest. Because The Sims 3, I guess there was a lot of glitches and bugs with the way that their aging was set up, but I at least wish there was like a compromise. Because like I wish you could just like, there was more options than just short, normal, long lifespans. I wish there was like short, medium, or maybe like short, medium, long, extra long, very short. Like, I wish there was a little bit more like flexibility with that, but the normal lifespan's actually been pretty fun. I thought that I would kind of feel like I'm being rushed because I'm so used to the long lifespan, but it's been fun. I don't know. I'm getting enjoyment out of it, and the fact that I know that there's going to be new Sims and new generations coming and it's not going to take forever is honestly so much fun. I think it's cool because I've tried to do legacy challenges in the past and I put them on long lifespans because, you know, that's just me. I just want it to be easier. And it wasn't as fun just because, I don't know, I feel like it took forever. And of course, you know, my Sim would have, you know, all this money and they would have completed their aspiration and they were still a young adult, and it just felt weird. So yeah, I am enjoying the normal lifespan a lot. I haven't really been using mods either, which is surprising because I used to use like the Slice of Life mod and Wonderful Whims, stuff like that. And I don't know, I haven't used any and I've been having actual fun. Like, I still think The Sims 4 definitely has a long way to go and definitely needs some major improvements to the game. But for some reason, I really am enjoying it. It's great, actually. I don't know, I'm playing the second generation, like I said earlier, but it's with Outdoor Retreat. That's the pack because it's about pack release like in order. You could do it in different orders if you want, but I just thought I would go by this set list of release dates that this creator made. And I don't know, Outdoor Retreat is so much fun. She basically married, or she's going to be marrying the Hermit, which the Hermit is usually an elder, but I made him a young adult. He wasn't the Hermit anymore, but I just got them together anyways. I just kind of made it up that she got him the potion of youth so he could live a life again and actually have a life. I don't know. It's kind of silly, but I just really liked that storyline that she met him out in the woods and he was an elder and, you know, maybe he wanted a new life or whatever. I don't know. But they're real cute together and I can't wait to have them make babies because they're beautiful Sims and I'm just like, oh. But do let me know if you guys are interested in seeing a like gameplay update video. Obviously, it wouldn't be like a full-on gameplay video. It'd be more like just like a current household. I don't really know if y'all are interested in those. I love those videos. Like, let me tell you, back in the day, you don't see those as often anymore personally. At least I don't. But back in the day when like Molly, for example, the English member, when she would do those, oh my goodness, I was like here for the current households. It was so much fun to see like what they were doing off camera and then like seeing their little videos about them and just like, it's just so fun to just hear the stories and just see the apartments and the houses they live in and just the clothes and just the traits and the relationships. It's really cool to see that stuff personally because it's really inspiring for me to play more. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about that because I love those videos so much. And I actually have another channel. I haven't uploaded to it properly in forever. It's just called Luca. I did have a video go out yesterday or so. Well, I would say that video was like uploaded way back in May, and I hadn't set it to public because I think I was going through my I need a break from YouTube phase, and I forgot that I hadn't set it to public yet. And so I set it to public yesterday, several months later. And yeah, I don't know. It just cracked me up seeing that. But I don't know if I will do anything on that channel anymore. I might want to. I kind of want to, actually, just thinking about it, but who knows? I might do a little video update here and then maybe link you guys to that channel and then be like, hey, maybe I'll do more here. I don't know. Do let me know. I don't want to do my legacy challenge there, obviously, because that's more of like a personal gameplay thing, but I might do some other gameplay over there. Who knows? Just let me know some ideas if you guys can think of anything that's fun and funny and stuff. Wow, I've just been talking so much in this video. I'm just like, wow. Like, I was like super high energy in the video in the beginning, and now I'm just like, chill. I'm chill. I don't know. I knew I would do that. I knew that would happen, but yeah. Anyways, though, I hope you guys, or hope you all loved this video. Or loved it, liked it, whatever. It is available on the Sims 4 gallery under my username LukeyDean. It's LukeyDean, as well as the hashtag Lukey. This information will be linked in the description down below, as well as House of Harlix, the Pufferhead stuff pack. There will be a link to Twisted Mexie's mods, which I use all the time in my builds. I will also leave a link to my previous video where I built another house using a floor plan. It was smaller than this, but it was still so much fun. I loved that house. But yeah, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.